So I built 9 income streams in 6 months, and this is literally what I learned. Intro. Hey guys, how's it going? Mike Vasile here. Welcome to this video. Before we actually begin, I remind you that several spots have opened up for this week's free workshop, where it's the fastest and easiest way to make money online. Sign up for it in the link below. We literally have a 62-year-old woman go from 0 to 160 grand profit in 90 days. Check it out now. So I guess this is kind of like part 2 on this video. Like if you literally just type in passive income ideas, I literally made this video revealing each one of the passive income ideas that we are gonna go over. Like for example, in this video that now literally pull in like $117,000 per month. And in this video, there's like all these screenshots and all these like actual proof on like the income that came in. But more specifically, I wanted to create a follow-up video on this because there was actually many things that I learned in this process, okay? Because quite frankly, it didn't just pop out of the womb that I was like starting to pull in the amount that like you saw like in this video, breaking down each one of the income streams. Because around this time, it was like one of the scariest, craziest times of my life, right? Like think about it. This was around when lockdown happened, when the code was like just initially released, and like all of like my like businesses died. And on top of that, I was going through like all these like fears, worries, and doubts on my own capabilities as an entrepreneur, as a man, as a business owner, as someone that could succeed. And I remember I was like literally kind of like stuck in a dark place where like I was just losing money and I couldn't make money, and it just seemed like very hard and difficult. Where I remember like around this period of time, I wanted to like, I was trying to apply for jobs, right? Like there was this one blog that I watch and I read, and they were like, oh, we need a marketing job person. And I was like, oh, maybe I should go ahead and apply for that, right? And I was already thinking like literally getting a job to go ahead and kind of like dig myself out of the hole, especially because I live on the other side of the world, living here in Bali, and just stuck from like everything else that's going on, away from like, you know, other things that, you know, would actually make me feel safe. It actually got so bad to the point where I remember where, like, do you guys remember like Shang-Chi, that like Marvel movie? It's literally this movie right here, this Asian guy, and it's like a Marvel movie, and like it's like this action and fantasy. And I remember I got to the lowest points where I was like, man, if I just became famous in like some Marvel movie, maybe like all of this doesn't actually have to matter, right? Maybe I don't have to make as much money and I can just be famous. So I remember literally reaching out to the director on one of these on Instagram to say like, hey man, I do Muay Thai, I do Taekwondo, I'm your guy, please hire me for this Marvel movie. And like, he just left me unseen and didn't actually go ahead and say anything. So at that point I was like, you know what, maybe I gotta go ahead and create passive income. I gotta go ahead and make money, or else like literally my only 2 options of getting a job I did not want to do, or like trying to be in a movie did not actually take into play. So I knew I needed to grow as a person to go ahead and make these 9 income streams. And then I went and did it, right? So what did I learn from those processes of literally digging myself out of literally having no option, where my only option was getting a job or trying to get in a movie, or number 2, like literally busting my butt to actually build this? Well, step number 1, before I actually could focus on 9 income streams, I needed to focus on like the big idea of how these 9 income streams can actually work together, right? And before I understood this, I literally needed to understand what that meant, right? Because what I tried in the past, right, when I tried building multiple businesses in the past, is I would build one business and build it up and set it to a level. And once it's up, I would just leave to the next business model. And once it's up, I would leave to the next business model. And I would have like all of these businesses that had a lot of bandwidth that required for me, that were so many different headaches that actually didn't fuel each other. Does that make sense? And because of that, it was hard because I had to build one business to like a point, and then it would die, but then I would build another business, but then this one I would still want to survive. And none of these actually added together symbiotically, right? So I knew when I wanted to go ahead and create this new business venture of these 9 income streams, I knew that they actually had to all fuel into the other. So what was like the idea? Like I knew very simple. Number 1, I didn't want to have like my own product, right? Because if I create my own product, that's literally one income stream. Do you know how hard it is to create your product? Like, do you understand that like people in Silicon Valley will literally raise millions of dollars to create a product that might not actually succeed? Do you know how hard it is to actually create a product? Literally companies raise millions and millions of dollars to go ahead and sell a product, and many of them fail. So who the hell am I, some punk that like has no skill at whatsoever creating a product? Why would I go ahead and create a product
and be married and tied to that one income stream, because that one product is my only income stream. So early on, I knew that if I wanted to build multiple streams of income, I needed to stick with affiliate marketing. Why affiliate marketing? Well, affiliate marketing, guess what? I don't have to do any shipping, any handling, any customer service. That creates, that you literally need teams behind each one of that. Shipping, handling, customer service, you need teams of people to go ahead and manage that. What else? Product development, buying inventory. That literally takes money and capital to go ahead and start. So remember, with each one of these companies and products, people are raising millions for those sole purposes of shipping, handling, customer service, making sure there's inventory, and hiring a team, right? All of that for one product. So if I wanted to build multiple income streams for multiple different products that I created, I would have to build multiple different teams. Do you understand why someone like me, who's not the most organized person in the world, cannot do that? So that's why I chose affiliate marketing, because if you think about it, right, I could literally go ahead and plug in to an existing matrix of people that are managing shipping, handling, customer service, and buying the inventory on their dime, not my own, with no risk to me. And I could essentially sell their product and get paid most of the money. So I literally saw that. That would be kind of like the cornerstone of the business model that I would go ahead and do. And the moment I started doing that, I didn't focus on 9 income streams. I just focused on that business model of selling other people's products. Because if you think about it, it's very easy to create 9 income streams. I just do that for 9 separate products. And then I started really diving deep on, what was the actually most important thing. But if I wanted to build multiple income streams, it seemed like that, creating the product wasn't actually the most important thing. It's actually building the distribution network. And what's a distribution network? You really got to dig deep on okay, well, what's a distribution network? Walmart, okay? Do you think Walmart cares about, the specific batteries that they sell? No, they don't care, because they make money because they get people into the store. They are the distribution network for all of these product creators that are trying to sell in their store. Does that make sense? What's another example of building a distribution network? Right, Amazon's a good example. Back in the day, I would try to sell grill mats, right? And because of that, I wanted to make money off of Amazon. But then all of these people started selling grill mats and they started beating me out of the water. And some of these people literally got 18,000 reviews. I can't go against that. But do you think Amazon cares what's number 1 on their listing? It doesn't matter, because they're not selling grill mats. People like you and I are, right? They're still getting paid because they created a distribution network of millions of visitors that visit Amazon, and they literally take a cut out of your money that you invested from China to go ahead and create products to go ahead and sell on Amazon, because they own the inventory. They don't own the inventory, they own the distribution method. So one of the most important things when it came to building multiple streams of income, the reason why it built really fast was my main focus wasn't building multiple businesses, right? My main focus is if I could build multiple distribution networks. Think about that. Multiple distribution networks, right? From multiple different platforms. I could literally make not just 9 income streams in the next, for example, 6 months, but if I wanted 9 new income streams, it didn't matter, because I already own the distribution network. Does that make sense? If you think about it, Amazon owns a distribution network. It's the same if they have 1 grill mat, or if they allow, for example, 500 grill mats to be selling. They own the distribution network, right? It doesn't matter if, for example, let's do grill mat, let's do dog leash, right? It doesn't matter if they, for example, have 1 dog leash or 3,000 dog leashes. It doesn't, because those 3,000 people were 3,000 people like you and I that were trying to sell on Amazon, that weren't trying to build their own distribution network, that were just trying to build their own product. So we spent our own thousands of dollars creating a product, and then we're like, hey, Amazon, can we use your distribution network? And they're like, yeah, sure. They don't care which one of us sell the dog leash, because they own the distribution network and they will still get paid. They have created Amazon, think about this, has literally created 3,000 income streams. 3,000 income streams that they did not have to create themselves, because other people created the product. They just had the distribution method. Does that make sense? So the biggest thing that I learned from building income streams, it's not about building products. People think, oh, I want to build multiple income streams, so I got to build multiple different products. No. Do you see, did Amazon build this? No. Did Amazon build this? No. Did Amazon build this? No. Amazon did not build any one of these products. Someone like me and you literally built these products. Amazon had the distribution network, and they literally went and, for example, just like 3,000 people were crowdfunded basically the product creation, and they let competition run to the top, right? So that, like, if you really think about it, in my passive income business that you see in this, when you just type in passive income ideas and you see this video, all I do is I literally am now only focusing on building distribution networks. Why? Why? Because a product that might do well right now might not do well next month. A product that might do well next month might not do well next year, because the nature of business and the nature of income is competition always ruins everything. And competition always makes the best product rise to the top, right? But what if one year you make the best product, the next year you don't have that product? Do you understand? That's why, like, for example, Blockbuster got like outdated, and then Redbox came, and then Redbox became outdated. So for example, Netflix came, right? Things always change and adapt. And the thing that has been consistent are people that own distribution networks. What are distribution networks? Facebook, Mark Zuckerberg owns a distribution network. What's another one? For example, Amazon, that's a distribution network. What's another one? YouTube, that's a distribution network. What's another one? Google, what's another one? Pinterest. So what am I actually doing? My income streams are literally based off of distribution networks, right? Like, what are my distribution networks that I use? I use, for example, YouTube, obviously, because you see this. I literally use my blog, obviously, because I create content. And I even use, for example, Pinterest, right? Now, even though these income streams are literally, like, for example, based off of distribution networks, right? These distribution networks all add together. These distribution networks could each be like, one could be like my Walmart, one could be like, for example, my YouTube, one could be like all these things. But like, think about this. A distribution network of 105,000 monthly views that go to my Pinterest account. Like, think about it. Like, this is on the lower extent of like Amazon. Amazon gets like millions of buyers, and everyone's credit cards are connected to, for example, Amazon, right? So of course mine is like nothing compared to them, right? But if I own the distribution network, just imagine 100,000 monthly viewers, right? 100,000 monthly viewers. They're literally showing up. Amazon has millions and millions of viewers every single month. 3,000 products. They built 3,000 income streams. It doesn't matter, because the same people are still showing up on Amazon, and they're gonna buy one of these things. It's the exact same thing here. If there's 100,000 people on just one platform, on one distribution network, come in. It doesn't matter how many products I have. Each one of those products could be an income stream. It doesn't matter if I'm getting tens of thousands of views on YouTube every single day, right? Because I could have one product or 9 products or 10 products. I could go ahead and do affiliate marketing with other people's products, and it doesn't matter, because of the fact that, guess what? Like, the best product will rise to the top. Does that make sense? And that's literally what happens to me. Like, just recently, let me tell you a story. I was selling a product, right? I was selling a product that was not my own. Someone else did the shipping, the handling, the customer service. And one day that product stopped converting as much. Now, that product that I was promoting, right, I wasn't tied to that, right? Someone else was putting all of their money, time, and attention and teams into that product, but I didn't, right? And all I did was I realized that was going out. So I literally found another product that a team was building, that was growing, that was even higher converting. And all I did was I just switched it. And because of that, guess what? Like it didn't take me years of my life to pivot. I own the distribution network, so I could pivot to whatever product that I want. And the secret is you want to build a distribution network based off of people's pain points. So what are people's pain points? Health is a big one. Wealth is another one. Love is another one. If you could literally build your distribution networks in those evergreen niches, right? The mousetrap doesn't change. It just looks different from the outside, right? And it changes over time, but it's still the same mousetrap. You don't reinvent it. People will still have the same problem of, oh, I want to be healthy. I want to be happy. I want to make more money. I want to, get better relationships. The vehicle sometimes changes, but it doesn't matter, because if you could grab the distribution network of those people, you could build whatever income stream in the back end, because someone else will also create the product for you, and they'll invest their time, their money, their energy, they'll build a team, and you'll be able to get the passive income from that. Now, I think the biggest lesson that I learned when I created this video is, do not create the product, own the distribution network. And if you want to know exactly how to build that skill, and exactly how people in our community built a distribution network for themselves without ever showing their face on camera, like Dina at age 47 years old, who's a stay-at-home mom but went from 0 to 30 grand a month in 5 to 8 weeks, then sign up for this week's free workshop below, as well as check out this video and this podcast right here. Hopefully this helps. Love you guys. See you guys later. Woo!